Hey WeGym, it's Whitney. We have a quick 10-minute active recovery mobility session. Now, what I love about this is it's perfect for your active rest days. So days that you're taking off from your more intense workouts or heavy lifting days, you can use this on your in-between days, or you can even use this as a warm-up. We'll talk about the difference between mobility and flexibility as we get going. We only have 5 exercises. We're going to go through 2 different rounds. It feels amazing. So to get started, we're going to take it off to one side, just on the knees here, flexing the feet up on the toes. We'll start by reaching back toward your heel and then reaching that opposite arm up. Then we're going to take a little windmill of those arms, find the mat, and reach it forward. We're just going to alternate between these 2 exercises right here. So we're going to call this our swimming camel move. We have like a twisted camel stretch right here, and then we're just going to swim around and reach. So let's talk a little bit about the difference between mobility and flexibility, because they're related. Kind of can't have one without the other, but there are some key differences. So when I think about flexibility, I'm holding a muscle in its position, and it's about how much I can lengthen that muscle in a held position. So my flexibility in this one might be, how far can I reach back and hold? Mobility is going to be, how can I move through that joint? How can I move in its full range of motion? So here, working through that shoulder, I'm rotating in that shoulder all the way up and around, through that upper back as well. So it's more dynamic. Nice. Benefits of this is I can really increase my range of motion for whatever joint I'm working on. So here, especially through the shoulder, through the upper and mid back. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides here. So this time, take it to the opposite side. Reach it back, hand plants on the floor, bring it around. Now the key with this one especially is that arm that's swimming around and reaching forward. Really keep energy through your fingertips here. So we keep that arm working, because we do need those muscles to work. They gotta move through that joint's range of motion. Take it up, exhale, reach, and bring it back around. Yeah. Mobility work is controlled, nice, slow tempo. Reach, bring it around. But it's one of those things that pays off in spades. You don't have to spend a ton of time on it, but it really helps with every other workout that you do. Exhale, reach it back. Nice. Take it around. Breathe through. Exhale. Nice. Let's do about one more here. Big opener back. I can really feel that shoulder starting to warm up. And set it down. All right. For this next one, we're going to focus on your hip flexors and your inner thighs. Who's not tight right there? I don't know. I am. All the time. You have an option to add a weight to this one if you'd like. So up on one knee, go ahead and open out to the side, and we'll just start by pushing into that leg. We can add a weight if we'd like. So again, this would be a stretch through that inner thigh. This would be about how flexible I am in that muscle. But mobility, how much can I move in and out of that hip joint, in and out of that knee joint, and that ankle? If you'd like a little more, we can grab a weight here, kettlebell or dumbbell, press it in and push out. Press it in. You can even kind of hold, if you'd like, maybe 3 to 5 seconds, keeping this heel on the floor here. If you ever do squats, any standard squat, and you ever feel a pinching sensation in the front of your hip, this is what you're gonna wanna do right here. We gotta create a little bit more room in that hip joint and a little bit more mobility through that anchor. Nice. Breathe it out. Let's go one more, and you can totally be taking this at whatever tempo you need, as long as we're moving through it. Out at that ankle, other side, let's go. Press in and push out. Nice and easy does it. Press it in. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my foot in just a little bit more, so when I push, I really feel that more through my ankle right here. I wanna keep it on the floor so I get that little stretching sensation up through that ankle and even into that calf muscle a little bit. Press and push out. Yeah. This is one that I really like to include, especially if I'm really focusing on my lower body for the day. It's a good one right here. Nice. You can even hold it for a few seconds and then push it out. Let's do about one more. Take it out and press. Okay, go ahead and set that weight to the side. We won't need it anymore. Take a 90-90 sit. So front leg is at a 90-degree bend in that knee. Back leg, same thing. Now, this position might be right where you need to be. We might not want to add on a whole lot. What I want you to start doing is start adding a little bit of movement through your hip. So this is going to be our mobility factor for those hips. Nice and juicy. Especially as women, we tend to store a lot of stress in our hips. I'm going to work that all out right now. So moving forward, gliding back, forward and back. If you want to start adding on to this, I want you to start reaching across, and then we'll take a little exhale here. Reach it across and exhale here. You could even make it bigger. Reach. Nice. Really focus on that twist all the way up through that spine. Nice. And if you want to hold one side or the other, we want to go for 3 to 5 seconds on the hold, but then we want to go right back to that movement. Nice. As you reach across, you'll feel that stretch through that low back. Yeah. All right, come back around, take it to the other side, switch. Find that 90-degree bend in the front knee. Now see how naturally I just stuck my heel nice and close to that glute. Scoot it out a little bit so we have that 90-degree bend. Start with just those hip rocks right here. Maybe you just want to stay here if your hips are feeling a little sticky. Forward and back. Yeah, really breathe through it. Sometimes if something's really tight, our natural reaction is to hold your breath. When you breathe through something, especially something that feels intense, it actually signals to that central nervous system that you're okay, which you are. We're moving through a nice, safe range of motion. So we want to keep that brain on our side, right? Reach across. Yeah, nice big active reach across. Really stretch and reach through those fingertips. Oh man, that feels good. Reach it. Yeah. Send it across. Keep those shoulders nice and tall. Sit up nice and tall, especially in that little rotation right here. Last one. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, bring it around. Feet in front of you. We'll take the hands behind you here, coming into a crab reach. We will add on to this one as well. So start by just lifting and lowering here into a tabletop position. Now in this position, we are using the back side of the body to lift up, but I can also start to feel that stretch happening in the front of my shoulder and through that chest. So we can stay here, pressing up and down. If you want to start adding on, we're going to take one hand up, reach it up, and start to push up and over. Big exhale. Pull it back down. Yeah, now I can feel a lot more through the back side of that shoulder as I lift. Nice. Take it up and down. Yes. Let's take a few more. Last one right here. Big press. And let's switch right to the other side. I'm gonna flip around. Ready? Here we go. Option to just start pressing here. Or we can add that big arm press up. Exhale, open up. Now, if this is feeling like a bit much for those shoulders, another thing we can do instead of just more lifting and lowering here is starting to drop and then press up, open through the chest. So if we need to really just focus on the front of that shoulder for a minute, give it some love, we're gonna go right here. Especially if you're one who finds that you tend to round forward a little bit, we gotta open that up. So whatever option you are in, oh yeah, make sure you're breathing. Let's go one more. Press it up and drop it down. Nice. I saved my favorite for now, best for last, right? It's for the hips. You'll feel it in your low back. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it. I'm so excited for you to feel this. All fours. Take that leg, lift it up. We're just going to start to windshield wiper from that hip. So just rotating through that hip joint. Now I want you to plant it on the outside and rotate it up. Tap the knee, pivot around. So keep going. Our hip joint, like our shoulder joint, is a ball and socket, right? So it has to be able to move all around in that almost circular shape. So that's exactly what we are doing in this movement here. Motion is lotion. Take it down and up. Okay, if you want to add on, when we're up, we're going to start pushing ourselves back. So tap it down, lift it up, shift it back. Yeah, now when you're shifted back, if you want even more, you can kind of push into that knee and then come back. So you'll really feel that in that low back. Yeah, we're getting a bit of inner thigh there as well. Let's go one more. Nice job. Take it up, bring it back, and we will switch right to the other side. So pick up those toes. Let's get that little windshield wiper motion. In and out. So healthy hips have to be able to get good internal and external rotation. Most people are good at one and not good at the other. Just depends on what you got going on in your body. But it's really helpful to identify where it might be sticky, because then you work on it. Okay, hold it out. Rotate that knee up. Now we're getting that big circular rotation from the hip. I can feel this side is a little bit tighter than the other side. Take it in and take it out. Yeah. Now, your hip might be making some little popping noises. They can be a little noisy like our knees. Sound on its own, not a big deal. It doesn't mean anything's wrong or bad. There's lots of fluid in there. It gets pushed around. It makes some noises. If it's not painful, it's not dangerous. All right, take it back. Shift. Yeah. Gonna add that little rock back here. Nice. Now if you want to add the rock and then the shift to the side, do it. Oh, that inner thigh. Yes. Take it back. Awesome. Tap that knee down. Shift. Side. Yeah, let's get one more here. Take it back, shift, bring it in, up, Bring yourself back around. Now you can use those 5 exercises, like I said, anytime you want in the week. You can stack it anywhere around your workouts or just on its own to make those joints just a little bit happier. I'll see you next time.